Night Attack is brought to you by all of our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/nightattack. Subscribe today to get the pre-show and after-show early. Also, thank you to doghousesystems.com for powering the show. We're using their great computers, and you could too. Get yourself a free SSD when you get a Doghouse computer at doghousesystems.com/rogue. Use promo code ROGUE at checkout. That's ROGUE for that free drive. ICU put together this previously on video for Night Attack episode 349.
And then Dad says, I don't know what else to try. I mean, unless you want to try all these keys again.
He had keys!
God damn it. I'm going to say 1, 5, 4, 3.
Columbus sailed around a tree.
Don't actually do the thing that Justin's about to say.
I love you.
Hot men are working on it, I'm sure.
Who?
Hot men.
The evidence is in, ladies and gentlemen. The defense rests. It was hot men, and it is go time for Night Attack. Hello, you beautiful bastards, you demon hordes of the internet. I'm Brian Brushwood, live in Austin, Texas, joined as always from my BFF, but not in OAK. It's JRY in SCA, Southern California. Soca. Do they call it Soca? Soca.
Universally referred to as Soca.
Soca.
We are of course joined by Bryce Neshcom Castillo, our producer, but really, we need to clear the way for our friends and now worldwide comedy sensations. Their series on Netflix, Aunty Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun, trending worldwide. That's not hyperbole, literally happening as we speak. Aunty Donna's back!
Aunty Donna!
Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun. We hope you're liking season 1. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics, but there's a whole bunch of songs. There's songs and dances. So good to be here.
When we first met you guys, I remember you talking about the fact that, and forgive me if this is overly reductionist, don't do that. Don't do that. You're doing it wrong. All of you are doing it wrong. Fucking knock it off. You got to do it the right way. It goes this. You're killing me. You're killing me.
You know, now that they're doing better than everything on Netflix except The Crown, like they can just bully us with their false Diamond Club symbols.
Fuck alright.
Are
we trending on your
intend on
Netflix?
beating the crown.
You're trending in our hearts. That's the important part. But so
no.
so
no, thank you.
When we first met you guys had already been touring up and down the coast, and forgive me if I'm misremembering, but the way I remember the version in my head is like basically there were 2 stops on the tour, and you had to make up a brand new full 45 to 50-minute show every single season in order to keep on entertaining folks. And so as a result, obviously you guys have a huge back catalog of content. How's it feel to be on the other side of that freaking sweet Netflix roller coaster?
I feel like we're on the roller coaster right now.
Yeah.
That is how it feels right now. We are on the roller coaster. So it was out a week ago.
Incredicoaster, to be clear.
The Incredicoaster. It's the one Disney hasn't got the rights back to the Incredicoaster yet. I should also say my internet is shockingly bad. So,
look, we've already seen this sketch, Zach. You don't need to do it again. It's fine.
It was
great the first
trailer.
time. We got the best version of it. You don't have to reenact it.
No, it's incredible. Like, to answer the question, it's pretty full on. This week's been pretty full on. It feels like we've been on a Night Attack Twitch for a week because, like, when we go on this show, the Twitter goes off and it's just like mountains and mountains of notifications, and it's been like that for a week, and it's pretty scary and pretty full on. And to be honest, if I can be sincere, can I be sincere for like 30 seconds?
You can only be sincere when you're properly doing the Diamond Club symbol. That's how we know. Oh, fuck you. You're not sincere. Yeah, we don't believe you.
What a cunt.
Let him be sincere, and then afterwards we'll do something real goofy afterwards.
I'm losing seconds. Everyone shut up. Everyone shut up. You guys were one of the first people ever to back us and support us and your community as well. Not only with like people in the US coming and elsewhere coming out to our shows, but also with Domino's, which we'll get to later. But just thank you so much to everyone watching and to Bryce, Justin,
4 seconds.
Brian. For the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I love you guys.
He made it. He made it.
I didn't want to do it. But I promised I would. That's very much how we feel. That's very true, Broden. It's well said. Well said. We're so. It's crazy. It's beyond a dream. Where we like, it's one of those things where it's like we always wanted this. We kind of always thought it would happen first in our country. But the fact that we got to go to America and make a fucking American show on like arguably one of the biggest fucking platforms in the world right now.
Sorry, arguably?
Well, that and Quibi.
That and Quibi.
Okay.
Yeah, that and Quibi.
I feel weird saying
neck and neck.
I guess it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
well,
no.
I think Netflix is like bigger than Quibi, but because Quibi has vertical, I think that's where it puts them on par.
It's gonna level out.
Sure.
It's gonna level out.
So
eventually.
let me also point this out for you guys, because obviously critically, I think the show has been a massive hit in terms of audience. It's been a massive hit, but knowing the kind of comedy fans that you guys are today, Michael Ian Black of The State, like sketch comedy, like Hall of Fame pantheon, said that your series was the second series of Stella, the David Wayne, Michael Showalter, and Michael Ian Black series, which was another 3-person comedy troupe. It was the second season they never got to do. Just fucking bring me into your heads when you read that, like the gods of sketch comedy are coming down to give you your flowers.
Can I give it a little bit of context? Because Mark and Bro are like the biggest Stella fans than me, so I think they can talk to the emotions. But I want to just say the thing that is worth noting is we did an interview with Tim and Eric's producer when we were initially pitching, and he was like, "You remind me of Stella," and we ended up having a massive conversation. Like Tim and Eric consider Stella gods. Like these guys are like, if you don't know who they are like the gods of alt comedy. So to be compared to them is a privilege. For them to say that, Bro and Mark.
Well, like, I mean, when we first heard about this, our producer, one of our producers, Dave Jagowski, from Comedy Bang Bang, he had emailed David Wayne from Stella, and then he forwarded to us the other day this back and forth that they were having over email, where David was like, "This is fucking great. They're awesome. I've never heard of these guys before." And then the next day we get the tweet from fucking Michael Ian Black. So and then David's like, and I showed it to him.
Yeah. So Wayne needs to get in there and get his fucking credit for being the one to tell Michael Ian Black about it. Who knows where fucking Showalter is? Get a watch, fucker. Like everybody else is on the train.
We spoke about this in an AV Club interview, but like we weren't aware of Stella when we started, and we had a comic pointed out to us early on, like after our second show. He was like, "Oh, I really like you guys. Usually sketches like really lame and shit, but you guys do lame and shit, but make it not lame and shit." And he was like, "It's like Stella. You guys like Stella, yeah?" And we were all like, "Oh, we don't know who that is." And then we all went off, watched Stella, came back the next day, and we're like, "Holy fuck. 10 years ago, there were 3 dudes in America just doing exactly what we're doing." And then now we're all big fans. Hey, bro.
Can I confess that watching, because we've been friends for a while, it took me days to get through the first 3 episodes because I rewatched them again and again, showing my family, showing my friends, showing everybody. Like, it's not just me, right? This is way good. What was like? There had to have been like kind of one moment that was utterly surreal where from your perspective you're like, "Oh shit, I think we're making it. Like, I think we're doing really well."
It's being on the Night Attack show.
Oh, come on, you. do the right symbol. Prove it.
Oh, bang, bang,
okay,
bang,
there we go.
bang,
Oh
bang,
shit,
bang,
he did.
Right,
Oh, god damn it. All right, now y'all are breaking my heart. Okay.
The person's probably watching who called it. I think I was in Chicago and I was just like, "Oh yeah." and then and I have never lived it down. But I always like on set when we had like Ed Helms from The Hangover in the office on set, and we had like Scott Ackerman and all these people kind of acting with us, and they're doing our shit writing, like the same guys who brought you Bikey Wars, like they're doing our shit writing, and we had to like, I just kept going, oh, I'm really sorry about this. I think we're out of our depth. That was definitely a moment like, fuck, this is a big deal. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
Do you know, honestly, this is the strangest thing. We did all of that, and that was, for me, I was just petrified the whole time of fucking it up. The moment for me where I was like, oh, I think this is like a thing, was when Netflix sent us the design for the like just all the profile
thumbnail
picture
or
stuff.
whatever.
Yeah, and they were like, this is for billboards, this is for stuff, like, you know, we'll use this on billboards and stuff, like so nonchalant. And this is like maybe 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. And for me, that was the moment it hit. I was just like, oh my God, this is like proper design. This is a proper billboard. Oh my God. And it's like, we'd known about it for 2 years, and I just flipped out about like some poster design.
You guys are, we're on a billboard in Times Square. You guys have gotten the proper push from Netflix. It leads me to the very obvious question. In the Italian Man sketch, were you worried that Australia's very, very bizarre continued hatred for Italians wouldn't translate to the rest of the world?
That's one for Mark.
Yes. Oh God, they hate us over here.
I hate Mark.
It's so weird.
We have not been embraced over here.
Italians are basically whites everywhere else, except for Australia. Never made its way over to Australia.
We've
I
been
ring
white
Mark
since
every
the
day. I ring Mark and tell him I hate him every morning. It's my little routine. I get a coffee. I say, Mark, I hate you.
We're still 1960s racist. That's how behind we are.
Is that it? Okay, gotcha.
No, it's been like, what's really, I mean, this is sort of like a bit off topic, but that like, we're really, that sketch was really interesting because we're really, I'm very proud of where it's gone and how it's landed, because we went right back to the roots of that sketch. Zach was always sort of talking about how the first incarnation of that character was very different to sort of what it became, and once he reached the internet, he was like more like fully fleshed out. But when we first did it in our first ever live show, the idea was, what's the worst sketch character imaginable? Like, if you had to just like come up with a sketch character now in 2 words, what would it be? Pizza and man, right? And that's kind of how the character was born. And we wanted to like go back and sort of like deconstruct everything about it. And I'm still hated here in Australia because of it. So,
well, I read, because there's this moment, and I guess I was dialed out. I didn't know that there was any kind of like weird Australian-Italian beef. But in an earlier episode, when I believe, I don't know if it's Broden or Zach that looks like they're about to punch you, and you say, no, I'm Italian. And it's like, what a weird thing to say. And then that ends up paying off down the road. I enjoyed that very, very much. And I wondered, I originally thought all that was setting up the Italian Man sketch for anybody who didn't culturally know it. But apparently you guys are more racist than we are.
Just for clarity. I thought we were just doing a bit of a riff. There hasn't been heavy Italian racism in Australia, maybe since the 80s. I think by the 80s in Australia, we were considered pretty white. So it's really not that bad.
No, I don't know. I've been watching Fargo, and it feels pretty recent to me.
Are you talking about season 4? That's I'm halfway through it. It's pretty interesting, Fargo season 4.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Slow burn, but it really has taken off in the last 2 episodes, in my opinion.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So
okay,
I've totally agreed with that. By the way, my wife loves 2 things. She loves breakfast at Tiffany's and the C word. So there's exactly one moment that was made for her, and that was the moment when I knew you guys had made it, was when Bryce hit me up with what just organically showed up in his TikTok feed, which, by the way, what a loaded sentiment all of that is. Everything from Bryce being on TikTok to but yes. That moment was fantastic. Chef's kiss.
Yes, that's for those who know what they were there's a little bit in the show, which is a punchline we're very proud of. We've been rolling that one out for years now, and we're like, let's get that immediately into the Netflix show.
As a matter of fact, it was Justin was so taken, and feel free to take this, Justin. But he was talking about how much of the podcast made it into the show, whereas I was more anchored to the live show bits because I've rewatched your live show several times, and it seemed like there's sort of like one polished stage show bit that's made it in there, and then maybe a little bit of podcast sauce in there.
It's pretty much our world, a universe. We made a universe.
And I've got some very specific questions. Everybody on the Aunty Donna Reddit is going to be very excited because I'm asking very specific probing questions. So when you put the South African Sams into the series, at what point does the power of one, they pissed on that boy joke die? Is it in the writing? Or is it like a Netflix note? At some point, does somebody come and say, hey, we can't have peeing on a boy be a punchline?
Okay.
Like, where does the joke die?
Yeah. Without pointing fingers, there was fear that the continent of Africa, particularly the southern part, would turn on us and come for us if we did the South African Sams 100%. There was genuine concern. There was from wherever. So what we kind of did is we made little loopholes so that if someone said the South African Sams are offensive, we could say, well, they're not. They're Scottish and they're New Zealand.
Oh, gotcha.
Sharp.
Which is pretty much what it is. It's a loophole in which allows Zach and I to just literally do our South African accents like this for a while.
Do you know, I've got to be honest with you, I think it might have also just been that we thought the word prawn was very funny and we wanted to say prawn a lot.
We wanted to avoid talking about an apartheid was
Sure.
That was the biggest thing, is that because when Zach and Broden turn those characters on and they start improving and they start going, it's gonna go places, right? It's gonna go places, and we thought better go places with prawns than with an apartheid.
And just for those of you who are listening to me right now that don't listen to the Aunty Donna Boys podcast, please immediately subscribe to it. But my understanding as a fan of that podcast is that those characters are almost exclusively there for there to be a very simple improv where Mark has to do a very simple thing. Like Mark has to buy a Christmas present that's right in front of him. And the South African Sams are the people that need to sell it to him. And the goal is to make Mark, not the character, but the physical person, leave the room or hang up the call. Like it will, like the longest episodes of the show are almost exclusively like you guys just literally annoying to the point of like actual frustration Mark from being able to do anything. And so as soon as they showed up, I'm like, this is going to be a 7-hour episode of the Aunty Donna show because there's no way that they're here and do that thing unless they're just annoying the shit out of Mark for a very long time.
We were talking about how you know when you've made it, and I guess the new bar is set when South Africa writes a note saying, thank you for making the South African Sams the most controversial thing about South Africa.
And just to throw in there, the original cut of that sketch, the first time we saw it, Max came to us and he was like, I've got a cut of the sketch. It's 7 minutes long, right? And he's like, and I don't want to cut any of it. We sat down, we watched it, and we were just fucking pissing ourselves from start to finish because we weren't sure how it was going to turn out because, I don't know, we were just nervous. It's one of the first times we've really taken something from the podcast and translated it to a different medium, you know? So it was a little nerve-wracking, and we weren't sure like how it was gonna. And even when we were shooting it, we're like, "This is it. I don't know if this is gonna work. But we pushed through and we pushed through, and then we saw the first cut, and it was so fucking good. And you know, if it was YouTube, we would have released the 7-minute cut. But for Netflix, you gotta tighten things up. But I really love where it got to. I think it's I think it's the best. It's the best of that cut. You know.
that's the biggest thing that I loved about it as a podcast fan was that like there's a lot of these podcast characters that compared to your live stuff, like they don't really have endings. Like the show, the podcast ends at a certain point, but normally like Cowdoy and the South African Sams and Moogie Woogie, they just kind of go. And sometimes you just break character and forget you're doing it. So it's like they're like to translate that to the world of your YouTube stuff or your stage stuff, which is like your brand is how well fashioned it is. I was just amazed. Like every time one showed up, I was like worried for you guys. I'm like, no, not a podcast bit. I'm very excited, but I'm still very worried because everything else is fucking like polished to a gleaming shine.
Yeah, we were just like we were worried about losing who we were a little bit by going to like 190 countries or whatever it goes to. So I think we just like doubled down on everything. So like we doubled down on our core podcast audience and we doubled down on all the tiniest, nichest jokes we possibly could. And we're like, we find these funny. And that's what we're going to hold on to. We're going to get on a plane and we're literally just holding on to the things that we think are funny. And that's like, yeah.
The other thing is as well, we don't think of like, I think a lot of people when they do the Netflix show, it's like now we're doing a Netflix show and this is all of us, but we've still got the podcast, we've still got the YouTube, we've still got the live shows. The Netflix show is just one part of what we do. And we were just trying to do what we can do with that show, and it's actually a really great opportunity to do the podcast characters because you've got a narrative and a structure to hold on to them. You don't have to keep an audience on board like a live show. Live shows, you kind of got to have a certain energy. It's kind of, we were like, oh wow, this is the first opportunity we have to film some of these characters, so we kind of took it.
And to Netflix's credit, right? To Netflix's credit, we did not get a lot of notes about like cutting sketches or changing sketches. Like they were very much, they wanted it to be our style, our tone, our show. So we were able to put like fucked deep cut Australian references, characters like Cowdoy. Like we built an episode around Cowdoy, which is this fucked thing that happened in Australia 3 years ago on a shoot once, like, and like Broden just did this great bit, and then somehow that character ends up being on a fucking Netflix show. I don't know how that happened.
On the pilot! On the pilot! You fucking idiots put Cowdoy on the goddamn pilot! All right, a deep lore question, and then we'll get out of our probing journalism segment here. We have had a theory has circulated throughout our community. Is this series all canonically taking place in the year 2000? Yes or no?
Ooh.
Ish. I think our ethos is it's never one time. It's just technology. The Aunty Donna universe is now, and every piece of technology stops at its funniest point. So you hit Nokia 310 or you hit like maybe early iPhone, technology stops there. You hit like Macs, those like Mac computers, technology
the big candy code Mac, and that's that.
It's like a multiverse kind of thing, a different universe. It's all funny.
I don't want to burst anyone's bubble, but we do say the year in a sketch.
Well,
my character does say the year is 2020.
Right.
That is
with the
it's
relatable
like a funny
situation.
Dark Materials kind of vibe. This is just like like our world, but kind of just a bit more fucked.
There we go. I took the whole series as Aunty Donna could go anywhere they want at any time, and so it's like, no, we're gonna go to the year 2000 when Sydney the Olympics, definitely not the Olympics.
We also say it's the 2000 Olympics.
No, that's just where you go. That's where you go back in time to that. Yeah.
Say
the great thing
years later.
The great thing about building your own world is you could just then write something under it, like, oh, when that person said the year is 2020, that's because that person has a thing where when they say 2020, they mean 2000.
Yeah, exactly.
It's base 10.00001 or something like that.
You guys mentioned that you have a thing after you're doing this show. You have a very important live stream that you need to be at, but I feel connected to it because the last time that you guys were on,
Yes.
and again, for anybody who's annoyed with how much I enjoy their podcast, the last time these fuckers were on, because I was laughing so hard at their obsession with the Domino's Corporation, we wound up getting them to Domino's Australian headquarters because we fucking berated their social media team so much. So now that you're big Netflix stars, what is happening?
There it is.
Well, it's not just a correction. It's not a live stream. But
what are we doing?
We're having a Zoom meeting. We're having a Zoom meeting. You just cut me off if my internet's too fucked. I'm dealing with it. We are having a Zoom meeting with CEO of Domino's, Dom May, to pitch to him an Aunty Donna deal as cross promo with this show. It's completely unofficial. Netflix has no idea we're doing this. But we want to do 2 pizzas, a garlic bread, and a 1.25 liter bottle of Pepsi for the same price their normal deal is, but call it the Aunty Donna combo. So we're trying to get that happening. We've talked to like one level of their marketing team, and now we've just got to get him on board. And we're pretty confident it's going to come together. But that's what we're currently trying to achieve. Rather than promote our show, it's all about this.
You're literally just trying to get. There will be no savings for anybody who's in Australia who's listening to this. You will save nothing. In fact, you're probably just going to confuse the person that you're calling who has not received the proper information, and you'll have to re-explain exactly what the combo is. But that's the goal. The goal of your call, again, let me make this clear. You're calling the CEO of Domino's Australia right now to rebrand the combo, despite the fact that you have no connection to the Netflix corporation that would benefit from it based on this series.
Correct.
And with the caveat that no money is exchanging hands either way.
There was definitely a sense, and maybe you guys can correct me. I can't remember if it was the next to last or last episode, but there was sort of, if we're being sincere, like I felt a connection as it got to the last episode. As a viewer, I was like, oh my God, I'm coming to the end of this amazing experience. Aunty Donna, will have a Netflix special. And then, like, that's the episode you guys decide to acknowledge the studio audience who has never laughed once or whatever. Is that the same episode where as though if to double down on the insecurity, you guys full on put like your MySpace tags and all of your social media on there? Like, screw it. Just everybody, please follow us wherever this goes.
There was something about that was Weird Al Yankovic, and we're like, there's something like so tasteless about getting a big celebrity cameo and then making them plug your socials.
We couldn't stop laughing when that idea came up in the room. We were just like, what a fucking thing! Because our motto for the show was like above all of the there it is, there it fucking is, above where we wrote all the sketches and stuff and had all the episodes planned on top of the show, was the motto for it was us fucking with the Netflix show. That was the idea. We didn't just want to make the Aunty Donna TV show. We wanted to fuck with the idea that we've been given the biggest opportunity of our careers and not take it completely seriously. So then when the idea came up to just talk about, to go, hey, follow us on Facebook.
It was so punk rock because it was so like I don't know, painting it red. I loved it.
Yeah, the best part is Facebook's our least like effective platform. Anyone that has a like professional Facebook knows that it reaches like 2% of your audience. It's completely fucked. What a wasted opportunity. But you just gotta go for the funny. God.
It's just so fun. I don't know if anyone has laughed at that joke, but for me, it is one of the funniest things we do in the series. Is a call to arms to go to Twitter and to go to Instagram. and try and frame it in like the tone of the show, and Weird Al is delivering the line. It's cynical, Broden. That's so funny.
So, how much longer do we have, you guys? I know that you've got that other call, but I don't know the schedule. Sorry.
Hey,
15 more
top
minutes.
of the hour.
You got 15
Top of the
more
hour.
Okay, so we have time. Okay, good. So, Justin, you guys probably talked about this. I showed up late today.
We should. Well, here. How about this? We'll do all the Patreon shit at
later.
the end. Let's go right into the game. Let's play the game while we have the boys.
Cool.
Hey, everybody. Hi.
Bryce.
Hi. That's
Hey, Bryce.
Hey. We are reviving a classic, a staple of this show. And you might know it because we've done it a lot on the show. It's called Apologizes For. Da-da. I don't have my video stinger on me right now.
do one right now. Do it live. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Just do a live version of
it.
So, hello, everybody. This is the game where I've found some news headlines and I've blanked out some of the words, and all the news stories are about people apologizing for their mistakes. Because we have so many people, we've got the fucking Brady Bunch on the show today. We are playing in teams. Team Night Attack versus Team Aunty Donna.
You guys are gonna
Yeah.
fucking go down. We're gonna fucking destroy you.
I mean, it could be Team Long Hairs versus
God.
Team Shorter than everyone on Team Long Hairs.
I mean,
That's true.
all
We
the
could mix it
answers
up.
can't be about cum.
So I'm going to give each round. I'm going to give you a headline with a word or number of words blanked out, as well as a little bit of info about the story. And your team is going to have to come to a consensus on what your guess is for the words in the blanks. Whoever is closest, as determined by science, will get a point. Easy enough, right?
Ready.
God.
Sure.
All right.
Do it.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start with an easy one here. We're going to start. Night Attack will be answering first here. The headline is: Fox News host Tucker Carlson apologizes for erroneously claiming a blank voted in Georgia. In Carlson's apology, he said, quote, "Apologies for that, and of course we're
It's gotta
always
be
going
like
to
a
correct
dog,
when
right?
we're wrong," and we were.
That
John
seems like
I
Stossel.
something you would
think
say.
it's a. I think it's a dog.
Yep.
I think it's a dog, and I think the dog had a bow tie on.
Could you give me your best Tucker Carlson, like claiming this is true,
Yeah.
and then apologizing for it
Yeah.
later?
News now from Georgia, where apparently a dog voted. Hold on, wait. Next night. This just in. Apparently the dog didn't vote. We're sorry.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Mwah. All right, Night Attack said dog. Team Aunty Donna. I'll give you the headline one more time. Fox News host Tucker Carlson apologizes for erroneously claiming a blank voted in Georgia.
And don't you say pizza,
Stossel.
because that's pandering.
John Stossel.
God damn it.
An illegal Stossel. An illegal Stossel. Flag on the play.
Do you guys know that I now personally have John Stossel's Emmy? Do you know about this?
No.
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 Oh my god.
He's gonna
Why
run.
is it not
He's gonna
happening,
run and
Joe?
get. We have
You
15 minutes
just-
with Auntie Donna. He's gonna grab the John Stossel
got
Emmy.
the Emmy.
Jesus Christ.
Literally an Emmy. Yeah.
What the fuck? How did you
Why?
do that?
All it took was
He's a magician.
letting a friend of mine stay
Yeah,
rent-free
ta-da!
for 6 months who had it in a storage container in Oklahoma, and him telling the story on the air and us being legit horrified that John Stossel's Emmy was sitting in a storage unit, and then turns out somebody will give it to you as a gift. It's easy, guys. I don't see what's so difficult about getting an Emmy.
Unbelievable.
Holy
You
shit.
take every joke, every little thought that's funny, and you make it into big thing. This is what you did to us for Domino's. You do this with Stossel. You just go, that's funny. And then suddenly you're fucking living in Stossel's house for a year.
Okay, also, fun fact, funny you should mention that.
Come on out.
Okay, so after getting John Stossel's Emmy, within, I believe, 5 weeks, we were at the airport, and I see John Stossel walking from one gate to another. Real story that happened. And I say, John Stossel? And he nods as he's carrying his thing. And I go, I have your Emmy. And he pauses a little bit and nods as if to say, yeah, kid, a lot of people have my Emmy. And I said, Andrew Heaton gave it to me. And then he pauses and comes back and insists on making a video for Andrew Heaton in which he says, you gave away my fucking Emmy? Like, it's
oh my God.
Hold on.
So
I'm sure it's on Twitter. We can find it.
Whatever.
There we go.
It's in my heart right there. There's Stassi.
Holy shit.
Yep, right there.
Holy
John
shit.
Stossel, looking Stossel.
That's our answer.
your answer is John Stossel, Team Auntie Donna?
That
Stop,
whole
stop.
I would
story.
have gone
That whole
dog or
story.
dick
The whole
person,
story.
I was
but
going to
let's
say
go John
baby. I was
Stossel.
going to say a baby, but we'll go John
Baby.
Stossel.
Sure.
A baby John Stossel.
6-1.
We need a consensus here, boys.
A baby with a mustache.
Baby with a mustache.
All right, baby with
I'm
the
happy to
mustache.
lock in baby with a mustache.
All right. This is from US.
Come on, Bryce.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock
Go,
it in.
Bryce. Lock it in.
This is from USA Today. Fox News host Tucker Carlson apologizes for erroneously claiming a dead man voted in Georgia. That's an Auntie Donna point.
Oh, dead man.
A baby
dead
with a
man.
mustache is closer to a dead man than a dog.
That's right.
So we learned that tonight.
Even when you take in dog years into consideration. All right, so that's a point for Auntie Donna. Boys, we're going to start with you on this one. Your headline. Your headline in this game we call Apologizes For.
Oh, now
I found it.
I see. Okay, all right.
I had to. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is from CNN.com. Cracker Barrel apologizes for a blank found hanging in Connecticut restaurant. Cracker Barrel apologizes for a blank found hanging in a Connecticut restaurant. It was spotted on November 7 among the antique tools, boxes, utensils, and other decorations at a restaurant in East Windsor, Connecticut, and customers posted photos and videos on social media.
Yeah,
Aren't they
guys,
cheese?
are
They
you
do the
are you
cheese.
familiar? Are you familiar with the Cracker Barrel chain? Is that something that you guys have run into on
Kind
tour?
of.
Are they a cheese?
Not really. But like, here's the thing. I'm kind of confident anyway that I know what the answer is. Like, and I think it's John Stossel. But like,
You are fucking us, Broden. We're
Why?
gonna lose
Fuck
this
no,
game.
There's no way we're gonna win if you keep saying John.
I reckon
Stossel.
it's something like a bat. I reckon it's a bat.
A bat
Is
among
Cracker Barrel a restaurant?
It's a restaurant
is,
chain.
it
It's a
is,
Southern
yeah, so-
it's an American South restaurant chain.
in America,
So, yeah.
we
Cheese
have
on the
Domino's
side,
that are like
Broadway
there
is
all
off.
the time, is what it's
Yes.
like.
So basically, yeah. The next time you guys are touring the Eastern Seaboard or the South, on the highway, there'll be a Cracker Barrel, and there's a bunch of rocking chairs out front. It's like a genteel, old timey kind of experience.
yeah.
They got some weird
got
peg game or some shit.
All right, it is also a cheese. I just want to make that known. I thought I was going crazy, but it's a cheese, so I was fucking losing my mind. I'm happy to go with a bat or John Stossel if I have or
a
What?
bat with a mustache.
all right, a bat with a mustache. We're gonna
A
say
bat-
a bat with a
mustache.
mustache.
They're gonna say a bat with a mustache. All right, here, bat with.
That'd be offensive. I'd be offended.
Every fucker.
Yeah.
We all found bats like hanging in like cubby houses and tree houses and stuff. There were lots of bats everywhere. So bat for me, and we got someone from Austin. You know all about bats.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Speaking of Team Night Attack,
John Stossel's Emmy, right? Because it would be weird if John Stossel himself was on there.
It's what I've been
It
saying.
would. It would be offensive. John Stossel might be the one who found it and be like, what the fuck? Why is my Emmy hanging here? This is bullshit. Fuck Andrew Heaton.
It is a cheese.
Cracker Barrel is indeed a cheese. Holy shit.
It's a fucking cheese.
Could you read the headline one more time?
yeah, Cracker Barrel apologizes for a blank found hanging in a Connecticut restaurant.
I mean, there's
Stossel,
there's a troubling, like, immediate thing you leap to, right?
What's that?
Good. Well, that happened
It's
in the Magic
because
Castle.
it's got a weird
A
thing.
regional
Cracker
Emmy.
Barrel is that's what you have is a regional Emmy. But like there's you would think a thing
A
you know,
MacBook
Right.
computer.
that would Zach's with his fucking internet probably, but like otherwise Like,
Jesus Christ, my internet.
Yeah, dude. Something hanging. Yeah, no. I'll say an Emmy with a mustache.
You're saying?
An Emmy with the. All right, so no one's gonna say noose. All right, we're all gonna. Leave
No, all
the
these stories
sleeping
come from the
noose's
news,
leg.
Justin. I don't understand what
Yeah.
the confusion is.
Let's go. Yeah.
All right, this is from CNN.com. A Cracker Barrel apologizes for a noose-like cord found hanging in a Connecticut restaurant.
Justin, we should have gone with noose. Why? It was even a news
You wanna know
article.
what?
I don't understand how we missed that.
Good stay away. Awesome game. Bryce, what's the next question?
We're going to give the point to Auntie Donna for that.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That is
And
also...
you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed, and Domino should know.
Zach is now holding up a sign that says, sorry
Zach,
about
we
my
can
internet.
still
You're good.
see you.
You're
I'm
good, my
just
man.
Playing around. Yeah.
All right. Brian and Justin, we're going to start with you on this one.
Yes.
Grocery chain apologizes for blank ad mishap. The blank
Sorry,
is two words.
I'm obsessed with the idea that Zach was holding up the rest of the sign, said, sorry about my internet friends, Justin and Brian, who almost selected a noose.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Grocery chain apologizes for blank ad mishap. While the apology includes, while in hindsight, the choice of words was a poor one, Giant had no intentions of insensitivity. We continue to encourage people to practice safe social distancing practices for celebrating the holidays in line with CDC recommendations. Grocery chain apologizes for blank ad mishap.
Oh, tongue kissing.
Oh, mistletoe. Yeah, like a mistletoe ad because now you're gonna get fucked twice on that, because initially it's just sort of rapey, and now it's also gonna spread
Rapey
the
and
pandemic.
spreading disease. Yeah.
Yeah, mistletoe.
Lock it in.
We're
Lock it in.
gonna go
Mistletoe.
with mistletoe. Yeah.
All right, there we go.
God, it's so hard. You realize if you guys weren't here, we would be doing this bit. But you're here. It's like
Yeah,
somebody
we can't
singing
do it.
somebody
Now
else's
it's-
song right in front of
Yeah,
them.
it's fucking weird.
All right, Auntie Donna,
You can
grocery
sing it.
chain. Grocery chain apologizes for blank ad mishap.
Maybe
maybe.
maybe they did a funny little ad that politicized masks.
Yeah, like, hey, masks make you look fat. Fuck you.
Hey, chicken, why don't you take off that mask and eat this chicken?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, are you too ugly to show your face, Uggo? Anyway, buy some food from us.
that was a very popular
I'm
campaign.
voting that.
Piggly Wiggly,
Yeah.
you pig.
Yeah, you big
I
fat
want to say
pig.
John Stossel.
That's all you ever want to fucking say. That's all you want to say.
Or maybe John Stossel's involved in the commercial and they're like, sorry.
I'm happy to
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Zach, let me do this. I know your one probably is the answer.
Yeah, I don't care.
John Stossel. Come on. Dedication to a joke.
Stossel.
John Stossel.
We're gonna
Sweet.
go with
I
Stossel. Yeah.
swear to God, it would be so great if that's the
Stossel.
answer for one of these.
All right, Brian and Justin have said mistletoe. Auntie Donna have said John Stossel. The headline
With
reads,
a mustache.
with the second mustache or the same mustache?
Yes.
Okay, got it. With W2 mustache. Okay. This is from the Washingtonian. Grocery chain apologizes for super spreader ad mishap. Would you like to see the ad?
Does it involve
Yes,
Cracker
it would.
Barrel
Yeah.
brand cheese?
The ad says hosting, plan a super spread.
Oh, boo! It would be better if they meant it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh.
Planning a super spread.
That's
I
a-
love that
because-
we live in a world where we're more mad about a pun about super spreading than actual super spreading.
Yeah, right?
Of course, that point is going to go to Night Attack because mistletoes are holidays. So there we go.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let's do. We got time for one more here, I think, right?
Yeah, bring it home.
We're gonna start with.
The answer's John Stossel.
You're gonna maybe want to hear the rest of the headline on this one, maybe. Supermarket in China apologizes for chart that labels women who wear larger sizes blank and blank. The Chinese supermarket RT Mart has responded to a viral photo saying, quote, after the incident, RT Mart thoroughly inspected all RT Mart stores immediately. After investigation, it was confirmed such an incident occurred in one store, and the headquarters has quickly requested the store to remove all signs. Supermarket in China apologizes for a chart that labels women who wear larger sizes blank and blank.
Dangerous and horny.
That tracks. That tracks.
In
Can
that
confirm.
order. In that order.
Dangerous,
Dangerous
and horny.
and horny. John Stossel.
Dangerous and horny.
Shaka bra, shaka bra.
Yeah, that's it.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
the universal symbol for
Let's go get
dangerous
some
and horny.
Pokeballs.
All right, dangerous and horny.
See, because it's dangerous to hitchhike, and when you're horny,
Gotta get
you're
the
classy.
stink. You gotta get the stink. Yeah.
That's
Don't,
the
don't
size
do
of
that.
an
Don't
average
try to
penis.
sit there doing this and saying horny. That's weird, man.
Yeah.
And you don't know, maybe that's what it's like for Bryce.
Brian and Justin, turn. Chinese supermarket apologizes for chart that labels women who wear larger sizes blank and blank.
Oh shit.
Smarter.
And
Hornier.
finaler.
Shit, they already took dangerous and horny.
Yeah. No, I was thinking smart
John
and final.
Stossel's
'cause
available.
It was fuck you, bro. All right. Shit, we got to get one of these right. As we missed on Noose, and I think gallantly, but we gotta nail this one here, Bri.
Look, this is our
what
chance.
What are women? Sorry, Bryce, read it one more time.
Sure, one more time. Supermarket in China apologizes for chart that labels women who wear larger sizes blank and blank.
Mustachioed and libertarian. Lock it in.
Yeah. Mustachioed and siblings of Luigi. Go.
All right.
That's fucking sick. Can we make that our answer as well?
No.
I think you're gonna have trouble.
No, we've got dangerous and horny, and we're gonna win.
Yeah.
All right, a supermarket in China has apologized for a chart that labels women who wear larger sizes rotten and terrible.
Man,
That's much
there's a lot of people that would agree
God.
under the
Jesus
under the
Christ.
lens of John Stossel. A lot of people would agree that we're the winners here.
What is so funny is the CNN story itself says, we can't really confirm this. And then RT Mart says, yeah, we found it. Sorry.
Wait, what was it again? Put that up again.
Rotten and terrible.
Rotten and terrible.
So now
they're selling clothes. They're selling clothes for large.
Bryce, for
women.
1,000 points, you
what
get to
the
decide who's closer, dangerous and horny or mustachioed and libertarian? Which is closer to rotten and terrible?
Or I mean, Brian, this might be one we have to send to science.
Oh, we might have to send this to the science machine. That's true. We haven't had to
I
do
just
that
have
yet.
to send this one to science. Here
All right.
we go.
Everybody give me a sec because I got to turn on the machine.
Yeah.
He's got to turn on. There we go.
Click.
We're making world class.
Oh.
Auntie Donna.
He's off to turn on the machine.
Takes a little bit for science. We haven't updated the science machine in a while.
I don't believe this.
Takes
He's
a
a
bit.
magician. This is his whole game.
It's running on a.
Oh, all right, here
shit,
we
it
go.
worked.
We've got the
I was
results.
kind of hoping that would be the next 10 minutes. Just like for once in my life to make Auntie Donna uncomfortable with how long a bit went would be a life's
Yeah,
ambition.
this is a bit much.
It looks like science has given Night Attack the point. There we go. It's a tied game. All right.
Fuck.
How are we on time? We've got.
We get a point and a Domino's franchise. Sorry, American rules.
Yeah.
That's congratulations.
There you go. Okay, final round. This is worth 10 points. How about that? Final
Okay.
round, super quick.
Awesome.
We will do this one. Okay. Harry Styles says he won't apologize for blank. This is in a statement to Vogue. Styles said, quote, "It was all new to me, and I was trying to learn as much as I could." We're going to start with Team Night Attack.
Yeah.
Harry Styles.
Party rocking. Party rocking. Lock it in. Lock it in.
I'm gonna say-
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he's not going to say. Unlike LMFAO, he will not be sorry for party rocking. And I think it's about time.
All right.
I really want to say John Stossel.
I know you do. It's not a surprise.
I would have probably done something about the fact that he wore a dress recently, but let's go with John Stossel, bro. You know, you've been pushing
I want Broden to be happy, so I agree with Zach.
How would
It's
you
probably
imagine
about the dress.
Broden? How would you
Something
imagine?
about
Of
his
course,
androgyny.
certainly turned Twitter upside down by the fact that he wore a dress, a gigantic world famous event. But how would you imagine he would be defending John Stossel?
Self-explanatory. Come on.
Harry Styles, as
Love
you
to hear
know,
it.
is a big fan of Milton Friedman's
Love to
work.
hear it.
His Nobel Prize.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
don't want to talk down to your audience or you, Justin. I just want to. I think it would be pandering.
Sure, yeah. Certainly not the fact that I don't know if you know who John Stossel is. It's just
I watched.
like
I
literally a
didn't.
thing.
Right? I didn't, and we would talk. You guys wouldn't shut up about him for like years, and your fans would shut up about him. And then I watched a wrestling documentary, and he got hit by a wrestler in the 80s.
That's right. Yes.
That's right.
The slap heard around the world, dude.
I was watching it, and I was the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. I was like, that's a guy. He's
Stassi!
So it was so you wouldn't know it was literally just a thing you heard on the Night Attack show until you watched that episode of Dark Side of the Ring, and you're like, fuck, he's a real guy. This isn't just some bullshit that.
That's so great. So now we're even, because I think I said, hey, have you guys heard of the Fundamentals? Like on our first interview. So all right.
Yeah.
John Stossel
Bryce,
is the
where we at?
Fundamentals of America.
That's right. All right, here we go. We've got our answers in. We've got won't apologize for party rocking or won't apologize for John Stossel, comma, a self-explanatory answer. This is in Yahoo Entertainment. Harry Styles says he won't apologize for being in One Direction. Uh-oh, it's a puff piece.
Ooh, synonymous with party
he
rocking.
should apologize. I don't understand why he should at all, but I want an apology, damn it.
Were people asking
no,
him
it's about
to?
time.
Were people like?
I think
hey,
there's
man.
been a worldwide clamoring. It's like racial justice and One Direction, 1A, 1B.
But that feels like a thing that no one was asking him. Like he's come out and he's gone, I won't apologize for it, and everyone's like, that's okay. No one's mad at you.
It is a very weird thing. It's like because that's the reason why he's famous.
Will you guys do us a favor? I know you're doing a lot of press junkets, but will you just start saying you won't apologize for being on Night Attack, or do apologize for being on Night Attack? Just get us in one of those headlines.
I love that.
I'm gonna
we'll
tweet
do it on something live.
Tweet it.
Yeah. When we share this, we absolutely won't fucking apologize for it.
No,
And I want to
do it
get
now.
this in. I saw something on the chat before. I want to get this in before we leave, and I'm worried we won't have enough time. But I want to say, if we're crazy, if it's ridiculous enough to get a second series, and you guys are willing to fly, we have to put you in the background of a shot or something like that in season 2 if it ever happens.
Oh, that would be great.
We have
That
a
would be
reputation.
amazing.
We've played meth addicts in a movie that came out. So if you want to write 2 characters in the background to be meth addicts, we're kind of pros.
Yeah.
Probably
We do have a reel now. So we'll be able to.
Okay, send it to us. We'll
Okay,
forward it through to the producers.
Okay. Oh, ooh. The science machine was working in the background, turns out. And it looks like for 10 points in the game, the winner is Night Attack. Not sorry for party rocking.
Yeah.
Sorry, Auntie Donna, you lose. Thank you.
Per our rules, we now get your Netflix series. Thank you very much. We look forward to season 7. Okay, for anybody who's missed it, what's the elevator pitch that you guys give?
For our show.
Oh, well, yeah. So essentially, you walk in there, you press buttons. It takes you up or down to a different floor, and that's essentially how it works.
Sounds
So
brilliant.
that's our elevator pitch.
People love it.
I do love that
More
Justin is
more
doing
important
Zach's
about
bit
this.
right now.
More important than that is we really want to get this Domino's deal through. I think it's pretty much locked in, but if you want to help us, the hashtag is #please will you give Auntie Donna a deal. I've just tweeted it and I did your logo. So if you want to help us with that, feel free.
Can also do our escalator pitch.
Yeah, how's your escalator pitch go?
Yeah. Robot stairs. Robot stairs.
Nailed it.
It's perfect.
Thank you.
All right, look, I know you guys got a big pitch meeting. Look, we love you guys. John Stossel's Emmy kisses you goodbye, and oh, look at that, you're doing it right and everything. All right, gentlemen, we'll see you guys on the Netflix.
Goodbye, guys. We love you all.
Mwah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh,
Bye.
Finally, we got rid of Justin and Auntie Donna. It's just you and me, Bryce.
Yeah, Justin is not on the call at the moment. I think his hotel Wi-Fi has shat the bed, maybe just a little bit. That was great. Hey, it was good talking to them.
Oh man, I'm so excited for them. And they just crushed it, and we're sending them all the love and affection. Now's a good time for us to remind everybody that you can support this very show on patreon.com/nightattack.
Right.
That is where you give us money and they take a cut of it. So ignore the part where they take a cut of it and focus on the part where you give us the money.
Yeah.
Just $1 an episode. It makes all the difference in the world. You get very own RSS feed that's got the pre-show, the post-show, and everything in between. We overshare in the moments where we're not doing the show. And, you know what? I'll just say, I think it's Neil Fleisch. Everybody shout Neil Fleisch's name. Neil Fleisch.
Neil Fleisch.
I definitely noticed that you've been raising your pledge 1 penny every week for a very long time. Now it's paying off, Neil Fleisch. Thank you very much.
And also give a shout out to our bit boss Rockroll Martian with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much, Rockroll Martian, for being
the bit boss.
Hey,
there he is.
There's our
There
man.
he is.
We just did our Patreon plug, and we're trying to get you back on the video. Hello, Justin. Welcome back.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Very cool. That
Nailed
was
it.
fun. I'm excited for them. I'm glad. I was saying in the pre-show, I think it's better that we had them this week versus like last week before the show came out and it blew up. Like it was so great to get their reaction to, all of the worldwide response for the show.
Yeah. Justin, it's really weird. I can't tell if you're synced up with us or not.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Good.
I'm here. Sorry. I don't know. I fucking was an Icarus looking motherfucker who rode hotel, like shockingly clear hotel Wi-Fi, literally right into the moment where we were able to say goodbye to our awesome friends.
Tell you what, man.
I fell precipitously on wings of wax.
Here's what I know. We won our game and we had Auntie Donna on the show. That's all that matters.
There we go. No, so good. So good to see those guys. Because,
yeah, man.
They just fucking knocked it out of the park.
So you want to do a little bit of diamond time?
Indeed, Brian. Diamond Time is where you shout out your projects right here on the show. Just head to reddit.com/r/diamond club or diamond club or .reddit.com. Sticky post at the top of the page is where you go each and every week. Top 3 get read, including our
Windwalker 23_LM
Yeah.
says Mr. C. Robert Cargill has a new book for pre-order on Amazon. It's a prequel to Sea of Rust. You can find it right here. By the way, opening of Sea of Rust said, hey, remember humans? They were cool. They definitely all died out and it's just us robots now. So I'm going to assume that maybe this is the story of back when humanity wasn't completely wiped off the face of the planet. I like Sea of Rust quite a bit. So I'll be excited to listen to Day Zero.
Called Day Zero. Yeah, check it out.
Indeed. The Whiskey Weirdo writes, hi, I'm the Whiskey Weirdo. I'm writing a whiskey book for the person trying to be an expert. I'm using social media to my audience wants. Leave your opinions or constructive criticism. This is a passion project. No outside funding needed. Thank you all. I'm only 2 reviews at the moment, but you can use them at r/modern rogue Instagram and various whiskey subreddits.
Wait, there's not even a link?
He's posting them on r/modern rogue on Reddit. He didn't post his Instagram, but also apparently various whiskey subreddits. So check out the post from the Whiskey Weirdo on modernrogue.reddit.com.
And finally, Puggington writes, I released a new song titled Kindness, which I think we could all use a little bit more of right now. Thanks to Charlie Chaplin for the vocal sample. Can we take a listen?
Yeah, we can listen to just a little bit here of Kindness.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business.
Oh, shit. I love this speech.
I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. We all want to help one another. I should like to help everyone if possible.
Nice. You could study to
Human
this.
beings are like that.
24/7.
Study history.
We want to live by each other's
Lo-fi
happiness, not by each
chaplain
other's
to
sorrow.
study to.
Yeah. So the artist name is Shift Start. The song is called Kindness.
That's not my
Check it out.
business.
Right on. Of course, if you have something to promote, head on over to diamondclub.reddit.com. Big old fat sticky post right at the top. Top 3 get read every week. And that's the segment we like to call...
Oh.
Man, just a lob, just a layup
Okay.
for an alley-oop.
That's fine. No, now we have to reset it, Brian, because we're giving extra time, because it's at this point that I ask, hey, Bryce, can we open the mailbag?
Indeed we can. Join us for drinks in the Diamond Club.
Oh,
That
the
sounds
Diamond
grand.
Club. That sounds grand.
What?
Super grand.
There he is.
There he is. That's the man. That's the boy. Super grand.
I love that Broden had no idea who the fuck John Stossel was until he was shocked to watch Dark Side of the Ring and
It's so
see
great.
John Stossel show up.
So this is where we read your
So
emails that
funny.
you sent in to mail@nightattack.tv. It's an email address. We got this one from Hey Scoops. Hey Scoops asks very succinctly, what would Night Attack the movie look like?
Ooh. Oh, let me counter with a more relevant question. What is the most insecure movie?
The most insecure movie?
yeah,
like
full-
what makes
full
the movie
stop.
insecure?
Like
I would ask.
2001 seems pretty confident.
mean-
seems kind of like a dude bro, right? Star
So
Wars is
honestly,
partying.
right now I am re-listening, like my opium for the craziness of the political world is listening to old Harmontowns. So I've been listening to Harmontown from the beginning, and I'm now fully in the tour, for which when I watched the Harmontown documentary, I had never listened to the podcast. I watched it because if you've ever been around Brian, when Brian really, really likes something, he will find a way to force you to watch it, be it on a television or his phone.
Name
And so,
one
like,
example that I have forced something I was into a conversation, he says, gesturing with John Stossel's Emmy.
I mean, so I watched it before I knew what the podcast was. And so now, having listened to the podcast since watching the movie and now re-listening to it, oh my God, is that documentary. I need to rewatch the documentary as soon as I get to the end of all these tour episodes, because like there is honesty and insecurity there on a level that I don't know that anybody has ever paid for the privilege of exhibiting for the world. Like, it is ridiculous.
So if Night Attack was a movie, it would be Harmontown. Yeah, that tracks.
Well, no. I wouldn't say that. No, I think Night Attack the movie would. I don't know.
Because
It would
Harmontown
be like-
doesn't really like have a great ending.
Well,
I mean-
no. He's saying the Harmontown movie, like that.
I saw the movie. The documentary?
Yeah.
Well, no, it has no. He goes back to Community. It has a happy ending.
He beats his wife in the
really,
middle
I
of
mean,
it,
really, Spencer is the hero of the.
Wait, hold on. Wait. What did you say? He beats his wife? He
beats-
doesn't beat his wife.
That's like the whole like conflict in 3/4 of the way through.
No.
He hits.
Sorry,
Or
what?
Doesn't he hit her, or maybe he yells at her? Or something? They have a big blow up. It's
No.
on film.
They get into a fight. But like, I'll tell you what. You listen back to those episodes. Jesus Christ, is it fucking uncomfortable on stage during some of those episodes between Aaron and Dan. Anyway, no, I mean, I would say that, I don't know. It really would depend. It would depend on whether or not you wanted kind of the spirit of Night Attack. I think if you were really going to make a movie about Night Attack, it would be us doing the grandest, biggest version of any of the like crowdsourcing things, like us trying to pull the biggest heist of all time by the fact that we've realized that even now in 2020, all that really matters is that 30 people tweet at the exact same time. 30 people tweeting at the exact same time
well, you're
can
not kidding,
literally
man.
move the world.
It's almost as though like that weirdly has grown more powerful over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, like everybody's tweeting all the time and a whole bunch of, I mean, we set a world record by having the most people participate in an online hoax by having everybody say hashtag OMG Conan. And we got hundreds of people.
But, by the way, today, OMG Conan, everybody tag hashtag OMG Conan. He is now no longer going to be a nightly talk show host. He's going to weekly on HBO Max.
See, he's going to start attacking during the day, which is why he'll never be on this show because we're only night.
Never, Conan, never. But yeah, I would say it's something like that. It would be like the lead up would be all of our shenanigans up to this point, and it would be OMG Conan, us on stage, the or the Diamond Club book. Auntie Donna's fucking fact that they're now going to run Domino's Australia, like, and then it would be whatever the big thrust of the movie would be. Can we blank?
Okay, I have an answer. It's Fiddler on the Roof, because we're matchmakers, kingmakers. We decide who wins and who loses.
And so we make an actual king. We find somebody and we make them king of. I don't know where they still got
the
kings.
internet. Have we crowned a king of the internet? I feel like we've done that at some point.
No, there was a thing. Remember, I think was it Rosanna Panzino that had like she was like running for queen of the internet. Or something
I think she was running for king of the internet. Actually, yeah. We had her on once.
Okay.
Twice. We had her on twice.
On.
We had her on the Scream Queens promotional thing, and then later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I would say that would be the Night Attack movie. If we were ever to put like time and effort into like a big old thing, it would be taking like I think that the unique trait to this, and even again, you know, Broden emailed me throughout all the Aunty Donna stuff, like even as you heard on this episode, they refer to craziness as being on the Night Attack show because when they're on this show, their Twitter keeps going crazy. And it's like, so they were like, oh yeah, it's been nuts. It's been like being on the Night Attack show because we keep doing press and people keep tweeting us about it. So it's like, that would be, I think, the thing is us pulling the ultimate heist with that.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you for that one. We've got we've got a little something special.
Oh no, high thoughts.
We got some high thoughts.
Oh, Justin, I think Bryce had a question for you.
Here's a high thought for you.
It actually makes it if you hold it a bit higher.
I think the real thing is as soon as you're done talking, you have to go.
Here's a high thought. Where'd Florida go?
What?
Thank you for that one. We've also got another high thought here. Top men are hot men. Hot men are top men.
Okay, first of all, bit judgy on that. I mean, it depends on, forgive me, your position.
I don't think it's exclusive.
Yeah, no. I mean, if they're that hot, they choose.
I mean, okay, first of all, hold on now.
Please,
Sorry,
please show your math on whatever you're thinking, Brian.
No.
Yeah, please, yeah, show your work. Let's go.
I'm trying to think through what I'm comfortable saying about hot men. on the internet.
I say, turn off your guidance. Just fucking go raw.
Feel the force of this hot man.
All right. Thank you very much for all your high thoughts. If you've got an email.
All right. Here we go. Congratulations. We're officially making High Thoughts a Night Attack bit. Here's what happens. We haven't really done the whole spiel yet. High Thoughts used to be a jury bit. I don't do jury anymore. Night Attack, it feels like people want to be writing into here. So here's the deal. What is the email again, Bryce?
Mail@nightattack.tv is where you can email us.
Well, you want to put that as a contact in your phone if you are a weed smoker. And for the rest of the week, from this moment until we do another show on Tuesday, when you get high and you have those high thoughts, your first reflex needs to be, I gotta email mail@nightattack.tv. Send as many as you want.
Yep.
They will all be anonymous.
Call them high thoughts in the
we
subject
will
line.
read with high thoughts in the subject line. We will read them at the end of the show. But now officially, High Thoughts is a Night Attack bit, and we will do it because we got it going with jury where there was like some fucking gems in there. A lot of it is garbage, like High Thoughts tend to be, but like it's all funny when it's put in context. And every once in a while, you're like, "Damn, you want to know what? That was a fucking gem."
So, speaking of everybody who's written in to mail@nightattack.tv, wanted to give a quick thank you. You know, we did the funeral service for my brother, and I definitely caught my dad just sitting down and reading from beginning to end all of the emails everybody sent in. And that was really, really special. I wanted to thank everybody who participated and said some kind things. They were definitely read by my parents and very, very thoughtfully felt. It was really precious.
Yeah.
Let me just say, guys, it's trite to say that we're proud of the community that we've built, but I think in moments like that, you know, what can you say? You guys, just by expressing your humanity, made people that are literally in not a great place feel just a little bit better.
Yeah,
And
not figuratively. They're literally in not a great place. That's
no. I mean, and really, you want to know the thing is that ultimately, what all I did was I was check swinging on like the worst place you could be, because because that's like the thing is like, you know, you like, oh, apparently this is a child, the worst place you could be, and it's I'm like, I don't know why I'm check swinging on that. I should just be able to say, oh no, it's fucking horrible.
You're like I don't want to say it's they're in a terrible spot, but like metaphorically, it's as though their child died. You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know why I check swinged on that. Fucking yes. You guys fucking at the lowest that a human can feel, you made them feel better. Like, I don't know if it's ever as measurable as it is at that fucking moment, especially when they know that Brian's been on television. They know that you know what fame is, but because of their age, they can't know what the internet means. And
Sure.
You made them know what Jay meant to you guys because of the internet.
And if you want to make it in the simplest, most visceral image, my goodness, it's like just picture my dad quietly, like I'm having a conversation, doing the visiting, corner my eye, eyes glance over, and I'm just watching my dad page by page go through the whole thing. Your words definitely touched my parents, and it meant a lot. So thank you very much. You honored all of us here, and you honor my brother. What's something silly we could talk about to take us out?
Titties. What's up with these titties? They're jingling and jangling. They're flopping around. Mr. Titty reporting for the crown.
No,
They're British titties.
That's right. It's the Titty Report on robotic titties. Are they the future? They're jingling, they're jangling. But you know, it's jingle jangling, the money being made on these robotic titties. We go now to the creator of the robotic titties, South Africa's own Elon Musk. Elon, what's up?
I've created Inky Poo titties. The John Henry titties of the past are falling to my superior robot tits. Boy, are they out there. People love them. They can't get enough.
Back to me.
Back to you. I'm a guest. Why would I be throwing back to you?
I don't
You
know,
don't
but
go to fucking
that idea.
Leonardo DiCaprio. He just stops talking. I love Titanic. Kate Winslet's a great actress. He just stops talking. He doesn't say back to you, Barbara Walters.
I know, but I wish he would.
Stops.
I wish he would. I love the idea of guests.
Oh, I'm Leo DiCaprio. I invented felt titties. Also, that's another thing I do. I'm a felt titty inventor, and everybody, you can play pool on these titties. I'm Leo DiCaprio. Remember What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
How many times do you think you can get away with saying back to you before they realize you're doing a bit? Like, it's so like
back to you.
Like next time you do a segment on Russia Today, I want to believe that you just start saying, just sneak it in once, just say back to you once. That's all I'm asking.
I actually turned down being on RT so I could do weird things on Monday.
Oh my God. You're like, sorry, I have WT, and I only have one podcast per week that I could do a T in the name.
Well, that was like the first time that I've had a chance to do to do Russian propaganda. When I also had another thing.
All right. Well, for the record, I think Weird Things has been pretty good about promoting Russian propaganda. I mean, think about how many of our stories are about like weird.
Fair point. I'm like, hey, can I just co-stream? I'll just do whatever the segment was. But also the other thing is that, and I don't like they had hit me up on WhatsApp, but I didn't have it set up on the new phone, and so they called me. And it's always a delight when I get a number from a number 9 country code. It just says Russia. And it's just Russia calling. And so the lady whose English is obviously not her first language, which she speaks it very well, is trying to explain how the demographics broke down during the election. But the way that she's explaining it to me is like, we would like to have you on to talk about race and why the race identified with different candidates. I'm just like, yeah, I got weird things though, so I'll just keep me in the hopper. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Like initially, I'm like, I don't know if I need to talk about race, and then I looked up the WhatsApp thing, and it's like they were going off my Twitter because of an interview that I had done about demographics and interesting things that had kind of happened with that. So literally, I just needed to rehash the podcast.
They said, hello is opportunity to commit career suicide? Would like?
Yeah. No,
perhaps you say things you regret for all time and apologize for rest of life.
Suicide for a career. Like, not for person, for a career suicide.
Like, you live, you strong like bull. Career is dead and sad.
Yeah, your money and fame, no more. Suicide for money and notoriety. You leave, but for that you do for us.
People, they have the phone and they do the Bird app and they type, I cannot believe he said end career. It's me, you.
This man is now main character of Twitter. Never want to be main character of Twitter, but you main character of Twitter.
Number one is plus sign. Is what is like popular word is a homophobe. That is you, huh? Justin R. Young, huh?
I'm never gonna get booked on that fucking network again. I don't know if they'll ever find this. Who knows? I mean, like what are? I mean, there's one. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm literally.
They don't know what.
Every other joke I'm gonna make from here is actually offensive. Yeah. So, Russian titties.
Yeah.
Man.
No, you never want to be the number one plus word. That's a fact.
Never want to be the number one plus word. If you're ever the number one plus word, you better hope that you have
a Domino's franchise.
Yeah.
Number one plus word for friends who are number one make benefit for friends who have Domino's franchise on Netflix.
I can't believe they're literally Auntie Donna is on
Comedy
a
gods,
call.
man. They're comedy gods.
Wait, can I text her? I'm gonna DM Auntie Donna right now and just
use
ask how
number
it's going.
one plus word for it. Say extra pepperonis.
I'm just gonna ask, how's the Domino's call going?
Yeah, tell.
We're still on the air and need an update.
Also, tell Donnie we say hi.
Okay, hold
Also,
on.
this is the part of our podcast
also,
where we quite literally just pause and have silence while we tweet.
Tell Don sup.
Sup. Cool. What up, Mage?
Oh shit! It autocorrected to Suo.
Leave it. Tell him Suo. Everybody hit up Don Mage with hashtag
And
Suo.
just say Suo.
All right, hold on. What is Don Mage's Twitter?
I don't know.
I think he is not on Twitter because I think we wanted to do that, and he's conspicuously not on social media.
All right, what
we
about
literally wanted to bother him personally, and we were not allowed.
Domino's
and
Australia?
So all that energy redirected to them fucking actually changing the world when it came to Australian Domino's pizza.
Open Bayou says shouldn't. That's been a minute. Domino's _ AU. Hashtag Suo. Hold on 1 second. All right. Hey, what did we learn this week?
Everybody hit up Domino's _ AU and say Auntie Donna combo over and over and over again.
Auntie Donna combo.
Just Auntie Donna combo. Everybody hit him up. Auntie Donna combo.
Hold on. I'm gonna do that annoying thing with too many O's that fill up all 240 characters, and then I'm gonna do that thing where I follow it up with another tweet with more O's.
Good. That's good.
Hey man,
it's gonna be an amazing moment when we like literally just call live on the show to order an Auntie Donna combo to somebody from an Australian Domino's.
Oh my
That's gonna
God.
be a hilarious
Even if
moment.
they can't deliver, we can call them and we can order one and we can find out how much money it is.
Fucking somebody. We could have it delivered to the Domino's headquarters. Can you please deliver to the Domino's headquarters an Auntie Donna combo? And we don't give a fuck. Just leave it at the door.
Hells yeah. Oh no. I'm sure there are fans in Australia that we could buy them. Okay, well look, we'll figure this out. Hey, look, we learned that Auntie Donna has a show on Netflix.
Also, it's not gonna happen. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. We learned that Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun is on Netflix. Honestly, guys, if us fangirling about it was not enough, please go watch it. We learned that robot titties.
And who's the bit boss?
The Bit Boss.
Our bit boss with 1,000 bits is Rockroll Martian. Thank you, Rockroll Martian.
Dude, we love you guys. Die in a fire.
See you next Tuesday. And Brian, back to you.
Thank you.
Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. I love you.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.